chimiche che trovo in giro per fare l'ultimo trofeo che mi manca. Tutti gli altri sono, diciamo, trofei che trovi durante il gioco. L'unico è questo. Bisogna raccogliere tutto più o meno, tutti li trovi, alla fine devi saper combattere, devi fare certe combo, finirlo in meno di 4 ore, eccetera. Si può fare, diciamo, è un trofeo platino abbastanza facile. Se corro cade.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others.
Piano, piano.
Barely functioning, she
Piano,
rarely left the
male.
house. Her father's inval made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs.
Un sacco di pacche di timide.
Out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Qui non mi ricordo se ci sono pietre. Comincia a correre meglio. Questo è qua. No. Scusate, ma devo cercare bene perché altrimenti magnifico tutto. Ho capito, quello si sta allenando con la spada. Non c'è. Andiamo. Ah, c'era la caverna.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away, because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Mi sa che servono anche queste, perché sennò non ne mettevano così tante. Ciao! Non mi ero accorto che eravate già in due. Allora. Ah, eccone uno, lì. Devo scendere di qua. Piano, piano.
For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Uno, siamo a quota 17 o 18.
His father's hall was built around a great tree,
Questo è il conto.
and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try.
Qua sotto non c'è niente qua sotto. Ah sì, c'era la scala qua. Questa non è una scala, è il totem. Io stavo guardando pensando fosse una scala.
Is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death.
Andiamo di qua, scendiamo la
Chained to
scaletta.
a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end?
Tutto chiuso. Madonna, 3 di seguito, grandi. Siamo a coda, sono 17, 18, 19.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge.
Andiamo un po' di qua. Tornando proprio indietro di qua. Sì. Ah, era aperto. E meno male che sono passato di là.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sono e ne è un altro, quindi 17, 18, 19, 20? 20.
She lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, She sends him to the forest to Sigmund.
Si sente un rumorino quando ci avvicino
Finds him
uno.
strong and
Meno male
fearless.
che sono le
And so they
cuffie.
go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. Luck is not on their side.
Non la fai più?
Captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Non ce la fa più.
It's not real. You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. Deluded.
Uh.
Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she throwing? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss?
Che svarione.
If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And
Lo
dance
dimenticato.
with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear
Erano
swallows
meglio i
you
fiori.
before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
Won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you. I promise.
Va bene. Nel Valhalla sicuro.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't.
Ah, questo non è un totem, questo è per la spada. Dopo praticamente si illumineranno però. Ma mo adesso mi serve il totem.
Waiting for you by the tree.
Ecco. Anche quello si usa dopo. Praticamente mo siamo a quota 21.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death.
22.
Sigmund calls to his sister to come out. And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head.
Dai Senua, su, un altro poco. Madonna, ste ambulanze. Ragazzi, scusate, ma abito vicino a un ospedale, quindi soprattutto in questo periodo, ahimè, sentiamo almeno 2 ambulanze al giorno durante la trasmissione, perché io le sento di costante. Allora, quella l'ho presa. Ok, entriamo, dovrebbe essere tutto pulito. Prendi la spada! La spada nell'albero!
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. 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 Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. Can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this man. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death.
Guarita.
Something so very ordinary. Inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death. Because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, Her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried within, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Niente. Il carretto passava e quell'uomo gridava gelati.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is it a voice? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way. Are you lost and have you lost him? Where are you?
No, non mi sono perso.
Tell me. Over this way. What was
Quello che sto cercando.
this way? Follow this way. Nothing. Where are we?
Allora, l'uscita, devo trovare l'uscita di nuovo. Eccolo, di qua. Poi vado di qua ovviamente. Ah,
Herva disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
I can hear him.
Within the burial mound, Herva calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find a think. Think. Focus. Use your mind. He disappeared. Look, it's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick. It's not him, it can't be. What's that saying? The voice is changing.
Herver ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herver demands her inheritance, but her father warns her the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it.
Qui praticamente basta fare la strada opposta a quella indicata per uscirsene e trovi tutti e tre i cosi interni. Quindi sembrava che fossi andato spedito per un qualche modo, in realtà è così, perché praticamente gli scudi ti fanno capire che la zona, anche se è uguale, sembra uguale, non lo è. Un po' ti perdi, voglio dire, finché non ti prendi la mano, però io sinceramente, dopo che l'ho finito 5 volte, anche se l'anno scorso, qua sto girando intorno per esempio, basta che torno indietro. Poi ancora indietro e riprendo la strada per uscire. Dovrebbe essere questa. Bastardella. No, mi sa che devo tornare proprio all'inizio. Mo' mi sono perso. Stiamo girando intorno, signorina, no? Non ho idea, sì, lo so, la sa. Stronzetto. Ah sì, i simboli qua, ogni volta che c'era qualcosa a terra era una cosa giusta. Allora. Andiamo di là. Guarda, vabbè, allora di qua stiamo andando bene, eh? Questo per sicurezza lo riprendo.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said.
E fu così che rimasi per giorni e giorni qua dentro. Per forza lì devo andare. Ma qua non c'era il cosino. E mi sono perso davvero. Vediamo se questa si apre. Non ricordo. È chiuso. Ma è che non corre. Mi perdo se non corre. Vediamo se ci rivado.
You're lost forever. What are you going to do when the torch
Sì,
runs
mi sono
out?
perso.
Until it gets dark, and then what will you do?
Quindi tornando di qua, vado di qua.
Nothing you can do. Nothing.
Ecco, mi sa che l'ho trovata. Trovata.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian. Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Se c'è dentro lo squartatore.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief said so.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Ok. Facciamo le dita, speriamo che li ho trovati tutti. Come sempre.
It's done. We did it, but there's more. There's more. I'm tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. I think more energy. She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder, the second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, He spoke fair words. He gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Ogni tanto arrivano SMS, quindi devo un attimo rispondere. Allora,
the Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness.
Sbagliato.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillion. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the room. He's not the way. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple.
Eccolo.
Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
You can't. Dillion saved her.
Why isn't he here? You owe your life to Dillion.
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
Everything is gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you. She thought she had a right to be loved. She is pure darkness. You have no chance of loving her.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
There he is. Where are you taking him?
He's up there.
How do you get up?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
L'ho già preso, no?
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Hud, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taken home. Hud says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon.
Però lo prendo per sicurezza.
Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Hud throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Hud is slain.
Questo non è sicuro.
Was it worth it?
The Northmen tell
dovrebbero
how the
mancare una
gods
decina.
mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames.
Sì, lo so, lasciavo. Parlo da solo. Ok. Oh, che bello. Tanto mi piace quando ne trovo tutti insieme.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in the cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Arrivo, eh? Scaricato il joystick.
Do you remember what love feels like? Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillion loves you.
Dovrebbe non esserci più. Sì, ok, ricordavo bene. Butto giù questo e faccio l'altro collegamento. Poi faccio il giretto così. E qui c'è questo, eccolo qua.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Cioè, vedo che mancava qualcosa.
Years had passed since she left her
Allora,
father.
la Z l'avevo
She
vista.
trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian.
Questa l'ho presa.
She
Per
saw
sicurezza.
things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between 2 worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. 2 realities tearing at her soul.
Via con la prima. A me stava qua fuori.
Runes, you see runes everywhere. Everywhere. What if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense?
Andava da qua, mi pare.
The gods were lying. If you think it makes sense,
Però
really, the
nell'altra
gods
dimensione,
are
se non
playing
sbaglio.
with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the worlds. The ways I touched you, but it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language. You don't understand. Zinbel was right. You wasted time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed. So quicker. The darkness is swallowing the You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms your curse has claimed Dillian.
Poi la freccia.
Satan trials to distract you. He didn't know set you up was going on. They're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillian? Dillian, are we letting this get in the way? What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? She should have listened to her father. Why didn't she listen to her father? She thought she could defy her father.
Questa non me la ricordo proprio. Proviamo di qua. Entra.
Is the reason she's alive at all?
Qua era qua.
Dillian's in the tower.
Eccola.
He's there. Wasting your time just by minute by minute. She's I believed in you. You're special. They mean nothing. Be special. Waste of time. The gods are just
Dillian!
Messing with her, it wouldn't work. First time.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zenbound.
You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
That's it.
Quicker.
Aspetta, alla fine mi cadi, oh.